going on these back roads and these page streets? I am Keisha, and this is my co-host Rod.
Hey, what's
How you?
going on these gravel roads?
I knew he was gonna start clowning. Knew he was gonna start clowning. So anyway, you guys, this is the classroom, and you guys have actually just entered the classroom.
Hey, yeah. I got the feeling we taking it all the way. I gotta get to the Hall of Fame. Been on the ground with a small delay. That's what it takes when you on your job. I'm working till everything fall in place. Like nah, we not gonna fall today. Like nah, we not gonna fall today. Like oh yeah, beanie up Scotty, we going up crazy. Yeah, me and my posse. When it's time to get it, we body to body. Cause bodies get left when we leave the party. Don't get me started. Don't make
I'm sorry, I was over here grooving, man.
I know, right?
Hey, before we start, we got somebody. Hey, I need to call somebody and tell them that CC ain't missing. I had a missing persons report out on CC. It looked like she showed up. So hey, let me go my phone. Hey, CC, I gotta call them and tell them you all right. Nah, I'm sorry.
Don't clown her like that. Well, since you're talking about CC in the building, who else is in the building?
Oh, let me go up to the top here, man. I was so busy grooving and couldn't wait to mess with CC. Hey, we got this dude named Points Blank Experience. Says happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the classroom. We got On the Go with YOLO, all over lasting things. We got Miss Jerry Allen in the house. Miss Cheryl is in the house making them bubbles and things. And we got the person that is no longer missing in my world. That is CC's Texas Garden. Let's see who else we got up in here. We got Mr. Babbitt in the house. Mr. Babbitt.
Uncle Babbitt is in the building.
Man, we got some heavy hitters in here. All these heavy hitters in the house, man. Let me see. And that look like that's it right there. That's all I see, man. You got me over here talking. I've been watching the gardeners, y'all. I ain't talking no TV show, like the people that do gardening. And I'm getting country accent all over again. So
oh, Lord.
I am, man. I am.
All right. You guys, tonight we're supposed to be talking about what would you do if you know what hit the fan, right? So I got a couple of suggestions, and we're gonna see what you guys think also about what you would do if a natural disaster or maybe like a house fire, pretty much anything goes wrong. Do you have a contingency plan for it?
And let me say this here, because Keisha think I can't survive, y'all. I'm gonna go.
No, he cannot.
She think I can't survive. I was a military powerhouse for 20 years, and I know safety and survival, and I'm gonna prove her wrong tonight. And all the rest of y'all that think I can't survive, I can't plant nothing, but I can survive.
He can't. If that means he can't survive, that right there says he can't survive.
Oh man. Okay.
Well, I think that's number one of survival. You know, shoot. If my thing is, man, don't. How does the saying go? I can't even remember. We're gonna move on. But anyway, the first thing I think of when I think of a disaster or something that, stuff that hits the fan is maybe like a house fire, a flood, a tornado, a hurricane, a tsunami, a earthquake. What is it? What is the fires? Wildfire.
Wildfire.
A lot of people in California know about those wildfires and those earthquakes. Let me see what else we got. Trying to think of. I had a whole list in my phone.
Well, you did good, because that was a lot. And I'm gonna say that quote you couldn't remember. I don't know what you were gonna say, but don't get caught with your britches around your ankles. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one.
I mean, what we're gonna come here to do, y'all, is any show, any classroom we do, it's opinionated. People are gonna give their opinions. Don't y'all get fussing. I'm giving my opinion. It may be wrong or right. Keisha's giving hers. It's typically right. And that's just how we roll. So don't be afraid to throw your 2 cents in. I'm going to throw my 3 cents. Mr. Bambi said, I be eating off the land. What that mean?
That mean he agree with me. You ain't got your life together.
I got my life together. Watch. Y'all just wait. When this up, y'all going to say I got my life together.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back to them natural disasters. A landslide. Okay. A drought. What else we got? A heat wave. California has those heat waves too. Well, so do Mississippi, if you ask me. And I believe Texas is probably on that list as well. A blizzard. Things that you need to know, about how to react, different things that you can do in case of an emergency. So
You talking about California? California got a lot of those things. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean they had a lot on the list.
yeah.
So yeah, so the first thing is assess the danger, right? In order to know how to react, you got to assess your surroundings, right? You got to know what you're dealing with.
Yep.
So, like, say, if it's a fire, your natural reaction is to get out. But if it's a wildfire, what do you do in case of a wildfire? Have you
Well, I'm
ever
gonna tell y'all. Hold up, Keisha. I was in two major wildfires.
been? Okay.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna let you finish, and I'm gonna tell everybody about these wildfires because they really, y'all. This is serious. I like to have fun, but I was in two major wildfires in San Diego. So,
Okay. Hold on. I would like to welcome Sassy in the building, y'all. Okay,
there's
but
a couple more people, but keep going.
oh, it's a more. Go ahead, name.
No, there ain't no more people. They just clowning me. Don't worry about that.
Oh, what they saying? What they say?
Yeah, Mr. Pepper saw me eating off the land, and then Miss Cheryl feels sorry for me. She said she hope I can make it.
I know, right?
And then Cece said Rod can survive if there's a store he can try to. Lord have mercy. I ain't man. We should have did this on my channel, man.
Hold on, she said ain't no wildfires at sea. She don't want to hear about what you had going on in the military.
No, he said that. That's you saying that. Ain't nobody typed that.
Miss Cheryl said wildfires at sea.
No, I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna let Keisha.
Go ahead, talk about it. Go ahead.
So I forgot what year it was. I was at two. Seriously, no joke. And I want people to think about this because this is an example of stuff hitting the fan. I was in San Diego, and if you've been to California or you know the geography, there's nothing to the west but water. So you have North County in San Diego, South Bay, and East County. Well, a fire started close to LA, but it was in North County. Then one started in the East County, and then allegedly someone started one in South Bay. I was living in an apartment complex, 700 units. When you exited onto a 4-lane major road, but 4 lanes, 2 going one way, 2 going other, east and west. When these fires happened, I could stand on my balcony and literally see a massive blaze heading in the direction of where I live. And I'm not gonna get into all of them. I'm just gonna tell y'all the surface because this is gonna apply to a lot of what we're gonna be talking about tonight. But I grabbed a few items. I grabbed a few clothes. I did not nearly grab all of the things like, say, birth certificates and Social Security. I don't even know if I got all of that. Keisha mentioned contingency plan. And when I got ready to leave, it was total chaos. Luckily, the fire hadn't started in South San Diego yet. I went to a friend's house. I came home the next day, and it was so bad, it looked like it had snowed. That's how much ash was on the ground. So what we're going to be talking about tonight, yes, I was a Sea, and that's where I get a lot of my safety from, being in the Navy. But some of that, even though I knew it from a Navy standpoint, but I didn't know it from if it happened to Rod for real standpoint. And that's what we're going to be talking about. That's just the surface I want to get into.
All right. Okay. So that was a great story. So anyway,
like I made that up, y'all. I promised that.
I'm just messing with you. Anyway, what I would do in case of a wildfire is one, I need like my necessities, right? I feel like one, you need a mask. We all probably have one left over from when we had that little incident in 2020. So you would need a mask because you don't want to breathe that type of stuff in, right? Also, you would need a to-go bag. And that's like a bag that you can literally grab and walk right out the door. Or like if you already got it in the car. So that would be things that I would have, in case of a wildfire. But you also want to have your major documents. Also, maybe you need to have it where it's really accessible, where you can grab it real quick and then put it in your to-go bag. Because most of the time, you may need your documents through life. You can't just keep them in that bag the whole time. But yeah, you, like CC said, you need a bug out bag. I call mine a get home bag, but it's the same thing, a bug out bag. And like I said, you just grab it and go. And the things that you need in there, like I said, you're going to need your documents, because if they catch on fire, like nobody's going to know who you are. It's going to be, you're going to have trouble trying to replace those documents if everything burns, So you definitely want to do that. Another thing is you want to have a communication plan, right? So, you want to talk about the communication, or you want me to talk about
No,
it?
go ahead. You're doing a
Okay,
great
so you
job.
need a communication plan. If I have a husband, a child, and this and that, and the third, and they all may be in different spots, then I need to tell them, hey, this is the meet spot. Like in matter of fact, you might need two or three of them, because the first one, especially if it's a fire, they spread pretty fast, right? So you need a first meat spot. If that meat spot is on fire, then we keep moving, right? We're gonna keep moving out. So you have the second spot that you're gonna meet at, and then the third. So that's pretty much dealing with the fire. If anybody else in the chat has any more suggestions,
I have something, Keisha,
okay.
with that fire, and
Mhm.
we're talking about documents, and I see a couple of things here. Yolo said all important documents in place, grab and go, no searching. I would highlight, and then CCC, how you a military man and not be prepared. And a lot of this stuff, CC, and that's a great point. I knew how to survive and still know how as a military man, but I fell in that problem of that will never happen to me. I would never be involved in a wildfire. I heard about them, I read about them, I saw them in movies, but I had never experienced. And that's just one example. But with the documents, don't put your documents in a shoebox or something like that unless you know you can grab it. Get a fireproof safe,
A
a
bag.
safety safe, a bag.
Yeah, I have a fireproof bag. It's like a large little envelope almost. It zips up. It's a fireproof bag.
There you go. Something where in case, hopefully you can get them, but if you can't, you may be able to return after the disaster and be able to retrieve your items. So just
Right.
just putting it out there.
All right. I would like to welcome Miss Larry in the building, y'all. And then we also have Crafty Leo in the building. Let's see who else we got in the building. And is that everybody that just came in? Because I don't want to miss nobody.
Yeah, I think that's everybody.
Okay. So CC said, oh, they just jumped. Okay.
No.
CC said, here in Texas, we have to expect that there will be a flood at some point. Yeah. And so my thing is, one, I feel like everybody needs to learn how to swim. I know it's a lot of us that don't know how to swim, but I feel like, go to the wire, take some swimming lessons, because you need to know how to swim, or you better have a good float. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got no boat, but y'all can go and hurry up and blow that float up and then go to coasting. That's probably what you're going to have to end up doing if you don't know how to swim. But like I said, a flood. And a flood just doesn't come in unless it's a thing like a levee done broke or something like that. It slowly gradually gets higher and higher. So you need to be trying to haul butt, and get to somewhere to dry land where, to an area where it's not raining, it's not flooding, so you don't get stuck in place and be sitting on top of your roof doing this right here at helicopters flying above.
And now, and from a survival standpoint and a safety standpoint, if you are in a flood, and for those who don't know, and this again, I'm serious right now. In the Navy, every Navy personnel has to be a qualified firefighter. We have to know flooding, deflooding, fires, different classes of fires, just like a person that ride on a truck. If there is a flood, just a couple of things. Keisha mentioned you got to get to dry land, but if you can't, try to get to the highest point. Now, this is going to sound crazy. I don't want to confuse anyone. Once you get to the highest point, if the water get up there, you have to move, but you don't want to. I've seen in Texas, and it's a great point that CC put this on the screen. I know here in the DFW area, Dallas Fort Worth, there was a flood going towards the airport. Where I live, it was a little higher than the actual terrain as you got closer to the DFW airport. There were people saying, I can make it, my car will make it, my vehicle will make it, and their car didn't make it. And some people were stuck. And I'm that person that really don't know how to swim. So I'm gonna be the first person trying to find the highest point of land. So hey, how you doing, Rachel? How you doing?
Hey, Rachel. Rachel's in the building, everybody. How you doing?
So I just wanted to throw that in there, Keisha.
Right. Yeah, you definitely gonna have to get to the highest point. Or like Miss Cheryl said that she used to swim every day. She doesn't know if she still can. I don't know. I think swimming is like riding a bike. I don't think you can really forget.
One thing with swimming too, a lot of people I always crack jokes about swimming and not being in the Navy, but it depending on how vast this flood is, how big it is, how much area is being flooded. I don't care if you're an Olympic swimmer, you may tire out. What you really want to know is treading water, water survivability skills. If you
Mm-hmm.
do go to the Y, don't just learn how to swim from one end to the other. You actually want to. The Navy requirement is to be able to float
Right.
4 or 5 minutes. We actually know how to take our pants off, tie them at the bottom, get some air underneath them, use your pants as a flotation device. It's so many little things you can do that people don't think about, and they think swimming because that's the first thing that naturally come to mind. And anybody may tire out if the flood is so big and the water is raging. That's going to tire you out. So
Right. So, other than a flood, we also, I don't know why my notes keep disappearing out this phone. Um, what was the other disaster?
well, you have I'm gonna think of some that are here that's like volcanoes. Yeah, they can happen in the states. I think what was it, Mount St. Helens or something erupted
Mm-hmm.
many decades ago. But typically, if you're on a trip in Hawaii or something like that, but earthquakes. I've been in several earthquakes, and to be honest, over the years, I didn't even know I was in them. So I always crack the joke. Yeah, I've been in 4 earthquakes, and I didn't even know I was in them. But there was an earthquake in Oakland. I want to say 87, 89
Mm-hmm.
that actually separated the Oakland Bay Bridge. So if you were going from San Francisco to Oakland, that bridge just separated. You were stuck. And there was one person that panicked and thought they were on a Dukes of Hazard and tried to jump with their car to the other side and didn't make it. So a lot of this stuff with being safe is sometimes being still and try. I can't sit here and say do it, but try to remain calm.
Right.
Because when you're in a bad situation or you're in a frantic situation, you start making hasty and sometimes not so good decisions. So,
Right.
hey, we got Mr. Sweet Time in the house. What's up, Mr. Sweet Time? What's
Hey,
going on?
Mr. Sweet Time, how you doing? Sweet Time is in the building, everybody.
We got Rich Black Man in the crib. We got
Hey,
let me
Rich, what's
see,
going on? Oh, I
and
see him.
that's it.
All right. Okay, so the next thing we need to know is um like first aid. You also need first aid, right? So um and you need an evacuation plan. You need to some places, you can't stay. You have to actually leave. So situations where you would have to leave is of course the wildfire that we were talking about. You can't stay in place. I think pretty much the only one that you would stay in place would probably be like a earthquake. You would probably have to try to get somewhere where things won't fall on top of your head. I think I've heard like the bathtub. I think you mentioned underneath the table.
Yeah, I mean the stuff that they basically tell when you're in school, but I don't know if all that's going to work in certain situations. But I'm not going to go outside to see if I can find something else that will work. I'm going to stay where I am.
Yeah, yeah. And also fires, you're gonna have to exit on those are given. And then you need to also have things in place. So if there's a fire, all your stuff is gonna burn, right? So you need to have something in place, like where am I gonna go in case of a fire? Like where do I stay? Do you have somewhere to stay if there's a fire? Um, do you have insurance? That's the first thing. I'm big on insurance because I am insurance agent. But I'm big on insurance. So do you even have like renters insurance, homeowners insurance? Do you have insurance? Because you need to be able to cover the things that have burned. So you need that as well. And not only the insurance and get your documents out and make first get your family out. you know so that's also a thing.
One thing we could do now too, and people may not even thought about this. A lot of people get caught in bad situations trying to grab memories,
Oh
pictures,
yeah.
family members, grandparents, stuff like that that can't be replaced. You can't retake them. With today's technology, one good thing may be if, I mean, the trunk of your car, I'm not going to say that, but get these pictures and stuff reproduced.
Mm-hmm.
Get a scanner, get a printer, get them, go somewhere, get them reproduced. That way, you don't have to worry about going in. And you may want to put the original in your ride. I don't care what you have to do, but I've seen people that got caught in bad situations trying to go get something that money can't buy or money can't replace. So,
Yeah.
hey, I like what Mr. Sweet Time said. It says, prepare to stay put, plan to go. I like that. That's very key.
Mm.
And CC mentioned one thing as far as other disasters, tornadoes. So we're
So,
gonna get more into the weather, y'all. We're gonna
oh
get
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
into the
So,
weather.
CC, oh, she got hurricane stay in place. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely stay in place in the hurricane.
Now hold up, man. I got some clarity on that because
Look,
because
okay.
because a lot of people try to stay in place, then they wish they would have left. Now, when we say, because I know they'll give you a warning and tell
Mhm.
you may need to leave. I don't want nobody. I know what CC is saying, but I don't want nobody to mix this up that's watching the replay.
Right. Well, okay, it depends. Now, if you're in a mobile home, you need to leave. Okay. Because they say that you don't need to stay if you're in a mobile home. But if you're not in a mobile home, then you need to get into a room that does not have windows. There's not, maybe like a closet. Most closets don't have windows. Some do, but most closets. Some bathrooms don't have windows. It's just somewhere, anywhere where there are no windows that are gonna blow out and circulate air. You need to get somewhere like that. Maybe like a basement or something like that is where you need to be. Case of a hurricane or a tornado.
One thing I would say too, and I know a lot of time, like if you look at the thumbnail, when stuff hit the fan, I'm not looking at one of these items. I'm looking at multiple things happening. There's a lot going on right now. Uh, there was something that happened a couple of decades ago that this country was not ready for. I'm not going to get everybody should know what I'm talking about. There was one city, one place, two buildings. If stuff really hit the fan, we have to ask ourselves. And CC hit the nail on the head. No, I'm not prepared. I think most people in here aren't really prepared if stuff really hit the fan. Even in the military, I'm well trained to take care of myself, but am I really prepared for all this that you saw on that thumbnail? That's crazy. I built there for
I know she's crazy.
Woo! Oh boy, I don't know. I ain't got none of them, Miss Jerry.
Yeah, you shout.
And
Oh
we
yeah.
got Jamia came in the crib in the
Oh,
house
Jamia's in the building. I don't know how you seeing these people. I'm not seeing them enter at all. Hey, Jamia.
because I know how to survive. I'm surviving these comments right now.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm messing.
All right. So,
Hey, Cece, what I need a whistle for? I'm just
you need a
curious.
whistle. Have you ever seen the Titanic?
I'm messing with her. You
Oh,
do,
okay.
yeah. Because what if you somewhere by yourself and nobody know you there and you screaming to the top of your lungs, but sooner or later your voice may give out, but a whistle, people could hear you. So I'm just joking with that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was just gonna say now. I know you know why you would need a whistle.
I
All right.
thought she was gonna blow the whistle, like too
Uh-uh.
short or something.
All right. So you want to go to one of your points?
Yeah, I want to. Before we go there, Miss Jerry said mobile homes are not grounded.
Right. That's why you got to get out of them. I mean, do I ever? No, but you're supposed to. So don't quote me. Hey, Fatima is in the building, y'all.
Rod said my name correctly. Yeah, you don't know how many times I've messed it up though, Jamie. I promise. But I've been knowing official Jamie for quite a while, going back to other channels. So I hope I get it right. Hey, Fatima, what's going on? So with all of this here, we've spent a little time talking about emergency situations and things you should have, things that you should prepare. I'm not going to talk. We all know about rising gas prices, but I'm going to take everybody a step further. Still dealing with oil. Oil right now is crucial. Do we have to be in everything that's going on? I don't know. I'm not over there. I will say that think about this though. Think about prices. And we're talking about gas, but think about the other things that use oil. Say oil changes. That could go up. Anything where we can get nickel and dimed into a worse situation could go up. So I just want to bring that to everybody's attention. I'm not going to even discuss, I'm not going to go any further, but I am going to talk about the cost of housing.
hold on, because I want to go back on this oil.
Mhm.
You talking about oil change? I got to get an oil change. I'm about to hit the road Friday. So yeah, that's a big thing because you know how many things take oil that are not a vehicle. You got to have oil in your generator. You got to have oil in your lawnmower. You got to make sure that it has oil in it. It's a lot of things that require oil. So if there's a shortage on oil, then that's a major my weed eater takes oil. You know what I'm saying? So
A
yeah.
lot of these electrical plants. I mean, you have a lot of. I read an article. I wasn't going to get deep into it because I was actually doing some research for my investing channel.
Uh-huh.
There's not a sector out there that doesn't use oil in some form of fashion. So as this depletion is taking place, or we're losing oil, missing oil, or can't get oil, whatever, we're focused on gas prices. But people, please look at other things that you may have to pay for that may creep up on you. Next thing you know, you're not realizing that your electric bill went up X amount of dollars, or your oil change that was at the Quickie Lube for $19.95 is now $29.95. So, that's just some of the things I want to. That was one of the things I want to point out. And before I get to the housing and things hitting the fan, and it ain't about it. I'm gonna talk about rent going up, but I'm gonna talk about a bigger picture that people really don't think about. If things hit the fan, and I'm gonna just hit the surface, and I'm gonna dig in depending on the time because we want to focus more on the things that Keisha have in her notes. But when you look at what's going on right now with things hitting the fan, I'm a finance guy. I'm a businessman. I look at job losses. I look at people can't get jobs. Forget losing a job; they can't get one to lose. There's people out there with college degrees that are having a hard time getting entry level jobs without that people used to get without a degree. Some people are going to be displaced from their homes. It could be with the emergency situation like a fire, a flood, a hurricane, a tornado, whatever. But then you think about people that can't pay their mortgage, they can't pay their rent. We're going to start having to do something that certain cultures, and I'm going to be honest, growing up, I never saw any of my family members live in the house with us, stay the weekend, stay the night, none of that. I had my mother and father, I guess they were super private. I don't know, but we may be put into situations where we're forced to live with people that family members, friends, whatnot. And that's something to think about. If stuff hit the fan, it's not going to be the norm. That's kind of what I want to put out there with that. And got a couple comments in here, Keisha. I don't want to get too far
Oh,
behind.
okay. Well, go ahead on and hit them.
This is Sweet Times said hurricane and tornado is best to be attached to the ground. Under the ground is even better.
Right. Yeah, you want to go low. Um, Shoot, I'm planning on building me a darn well, I ain't gonna say a bunker. What is the root cellar? Let's see.
If you can see them, you can pull them up. I don't want you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so she said that you also should have 2 weeks. I'm sorry, two. Wait a minute. Yeah, 2 weeks. To a month supply of medication just in case of a disaster. That's a good one because I have that in my to go bag, right? Which is medication. Um, so that is a very good one, Jerry.
One thing with that medication, if you can pull it back up, Keisha,
Hmm.
with your medication, you need to know the frequency that you take it, how many times per day. You
Right.
also need to know the milligrams. I'm telling you, man, I went on a
Hmm.
hospital stay and they asked me that question. And I was lost as last year's Easter eggs. I didn't, man, I don't know, 152. I was just making up numbers. Y'all can't look this up. And they couldn't. So don't assume just because all these computers are connected, certain hospitals and certain doctors don't have access to your records if you don't know. So, and also make sure the medication that you do have, if you think you have a month's supply, make sure it's not near expiration. Also, with that first aid kit that Keisha mentioned, there are typically some expiration dates on those, if I'm not mistaken. So you want to make sure if you had it 10 years, it's probably no good anymore. You need to go somewhere and replenish it. So, all right, just want to put that out there, Keisha.
All right, and then about the contacts.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Also, one of the things, I was in the hospital for 28 days. I went there thinking I was going to be there for 5 hours. And actually, it happened before that time. I was in there for 9 days. And when I went there, I needed to know my brother's number and a secondary person's number. I didn't know it. And my phone was at like 2% and it died. I didn't have any way. I couldn't, and then no one had a charger. I didn't have one. I was going, what I'm carrying a charger for a 5-hour visit. No one had a charger, let them tell it. And I couldn't contact anyone for 9 days. And everybody was worried. I'm surprised. I started this, I was talking about Cece was missing, but I was in a bad situation. So what I did for the next time, right then, as soon as I got out or got my phone charged, I wrote these people's names, my brother, my best friend, my daughter, wrote their names down like old school and put them in my wallet. I put them in my wallet. So no matter where I went, if I needed to have someone to be contacted, I had it there. So that's pretty important to me.
All right. Sweet Time said, keep in mind, they tell you what oil, but there's a lot of lubricants. So, I'm just curious to know how many people actually think that they may be just overcharging us for no reason, because we, like you said, we have our own oil in reserve. And then what's the country that has the most oil? I mean, another country where we get our oil.
Well, one place we went not so long ago was Venezuela.
Uh-huh.
Not going to get into the details. Supposedly they had a huge supply. Right. The Middle Eastern region is 20% of the world's oil.
20%.
20. Now, last time I counted, everything goes up to 100%. So my question is, the other 80%, where is it?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did, I'm not telling everybody else to do this. I invested in oil because I'm one of them people, like you just said, I don't believe it. I don't believe the hype. But everybody's not going to think like that. And since I've been invested, I've been making money off of oil. But what if they're for real? What if it's true? What if it's something we don't know? Yeah, 20% is over here, but what if we ain't getting along with the people with the other 80%? We don't know. We only get told as much as they want us to know.
Right.
So.
All right. Fatima says, are we mentally prepared if things hit the fan?
Nope.
Most will panic. And she's right about that. Like it doesn't, even the ones that are prepared, you got to watch for the ones that weren't prepared. I think that's the most dangerous thing, is the ones that are not prepared. Because in a situation like that, when it comes down to someone surviving, that's a dangerous thing, because people to survive will do some crazy things. So everybody's power out, but you were the responsible one, right? You got a generator, you got solar panels, you got reserve water tanks. You did everything that you felt like would put you in a position where you could survive if something was to happen. But the person that did not prepare will see everybody's lights are off, but y'all the only ones in the neighborhood still got lights on in your house. You know what I'm saying? People will prey on different situations, because if you think about it, if I got a family and we ain't got no power, but you got a whole generator over there, what would they do to get that generator? So it's not even so much being like focused and mentally prepared. You got to, well, yeah, I guess you do have to be mentally prepared, but you're going to have to be mentally prepared for a couple of things to survive, and to survive people, the have-nots, right?
Well, I'm going to look at this too, Keisha.
Okay.
And you took it
down. I know you were still, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I move. Okay.
Fatima said, are we mentally prepared if things hit the fan? Most will panic. I agree. I think maybe if Fatima and I are thinking on the same page. I think some people are thinking individual disasters or stuff like that, or survival. But when I think of things hitting the fan, again, I'm going back to New York, and I went to that location, and I was not mentally to be there visiting when it wasn't happening. The proximity of the area where that happened was so dense and so small. I just couldn't. I went into the museum, and I consider myself a pretty macho dude. I could not take it mentally. I asked the tour guy, "Hey man, how do I get out of here? I got to get. I can't listen to this." I wasn't even there. So are we mentally prepared if things really hit the fan? Most will panic. I totally agree. I don't care how many kits we have. So we gotta be where Keisha's talking about. Rod need to be halfway where Keisha's talking about. Because if not, I'm gonna be one of the first people freaking out. Oh my God, what, I don't have this, I don't have that. I agree with that. I don't think we are gonna be. Most people won't. Most people are gonna panic.
Right, because if you think about it, if it's a natural disaster, the first thing is water, right? The plants are not cleaning the water. So that'd be the first thing I would stop doing is drinking that water. So you need to have plenty of water on hand, and you also need to have, extra food. You need to have extra food on hand, and so that because who's to say you can get to a grocery store depending on the situation. The grocery store might be in worse shape than you, depending on what happened. So the ones like Rod that only got a refrigerator that got a thing of cottage cheese in there and that's it. You all ain't gonna make it.
Well, yo, why is my co-host clouding me? But you're right though, Keisha. I'm gonna tell you, if Cece's still here, I'm sure she can chime in. I don't know if it happened in Houston though, but every winter in Dallas, it's gonna be a winter storm. That's just what they say.
Mhm.
In less than 24 hours, everybody don't even go to the Kroger. Just the people that want to be ready. Not everybody. And I tell you, within a 24-hour period, there's no water. I don't know why there's no tissue. I ain't understood it yet. No tissue, no food. You might be able to piece together a partial meal. So, and that's just a winter storm. So I know where I'm going. I'm going down to Mississippi, man.
You gonna have to, because you ain't gonna make it. Anyway, you guys, I'm finna drop this hall pass. A hall pass is, hold on first. I do it again? Oh, okay. It had muted me. But anyway, we're dropping the hall pass. The hall pass is for if anyone wants to come up and talk, come in here and chit chat. Here is the link. And while we waiting on somebody to come up, we do have a giveaway. Father's Day is this month, right? Am I right? Okay. Yeah. So Father's Day is this month. So if you have a dad, a husband, a mine, a brother that you may want to give a gift for, um, we are going to do that. So, and the gift is going to come from Mrs. Cheryl's Bubbles. So I know y'all all know Miss Cheryl Norris. She has a company that is called Cheryl's Bubbles and Things. And if you want to, hold on, let me throw her website up. So if you want a chance to win some of Miss Cheryl's soap, we're going to, and I'm gonna write the number down, and we're gonna do like a little giveaway real quick. So hold on one second. Let me.
And while you waiting on the hall pass, you got a couple comments. Jerry says
Okay.
emergency cash on hand in case banks go down. Yes, definitely keep some emergency cash. I try to keep plenty in the safe. I haven't done it in a while, so I need to get back to that.
Right. And not only have the cash, but you need to have different denominations, right? Because if you're in the city and it hit the gas station, they may be out of power, right? Or the store may be out of power, but they're only accepting cash. They're not accepting card. So you want to have different denominations of money. You don't want to just have like $100 bill, because more than likely, if I was a store, I wouldn't take your $100 because you're taking all my change from me, right? And there's other people that want to buy stuff. If I got everybody just throwing out $100, then that's not gonna work. I don't know what's wrong with this cat. She just keep making noise. But anyway, what else we got? All right.
Also, you have I'm just gonna say Sweet Time.
Okay.
We got stuck on label and brands spit on it. And I take that as really right now, man. Some of these labels and brands are no different than they're made. The generic brands like you get from Kroger and other places. They're made by the bigger companies. They just put their name on it. You're not paying for the name. I totally agree with that. Cheryl said you're right, Rob. We could possibly live with others. That could be another disaster, complete disaster.
Yeah, because if you like me and you like your own space, I had a family member that said that they wanted to come out here and stay, and I was like, I'm like, you breaking up. I can't even hear you no more.
And what about those people that don't want to? Like I asked my pop one time, and I was hoping he said no, but I thought I'd ask either way. I said, hey, you ever thought about coming staying with me? And he had a fit, man. He's like, no, for what? No, I'm cool right where I am. So in certain situations, you have to think about the stubborn people that need to go, but don't want to go. We're gonna have to make them go. So if things hit the fan. So
all right. Well, we have a special guest coming to the stage. Oh, Miss.
Oh, she really here, y'all.
I hear.
Right, I thought you was right.
I know.
Put out an AP
He called me out in another chat. I said, oh.
Oh, y'all been calling Cece out all over YouTube because I thought it was AI or something. I ain't believe it was her. Hey, I'm over there talking about Zone 8B and everything. You know, I look cold seeing if it was really
Right, to see if she in there.
So,
Sweet. Mr. Sweet Time said, I'm fully prepared. I'm sorry. I'm fully prepped up. I think even for these fools, most death will come for me. Just to sit in this AC for a minute. I know that's right, Sweet Time. They gonna be like, what? This man got generators, solar panels, water on deck. Yeah, they coming. Hold on. But you know what? A thing to do to avoid that is you're gonna have to put up some black
curtains.
Blackout curtains and put some garbage bags and tape them to keep them from seeing the light. You know,
don't do that because I'm gonna be one of them dudes that ain't prepared. But no, seriously though, you may have to tell some people, no, man, we maxed out up in here. Ain't no more room.
They don't care. I'm telling you, if it's a survival thing, them folks don't care nothing about you. You saying you maxed out, they gonna come see for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's gonna be hot because they're gonna suck all air up.
So Miss CC, you being in Texas, have you ever been in a natural disaster?
I mean, hurricanes.
Ooh, did you stay in place or did you have to go somewhere?
I stayed in place. The one time that we did go somewhere, it took forever. It took like 9 hours to get to Dallas. So I was like,
that's double the time, CC.
Yes.
What kind of hurt?
Yeah, that was with Rita. That was right after Katrina happened, and then Rita came, and everybody was like, let's head north. And it took 9 hours. And after then, I was like, I'm hunkering down regardless of what. I was here through Ike, through all the other ones. I hadn't left since Rita.
Do y'all remember that storm that took out all the power? It wasn't Katrina, and it was not what's that other one? It was one that, I mean, literally the people didn't have no water, didn't have any communication.
Was it during Ike?
Was
that Ike?
Yeah, it sounded like Ike.
Because it was 2.5 weeks before I had power, and I was living in an apartment.
Yeah, It was horrible.
Like I've never been in a hurricane, and to be honest, if they gave me the option, if they say, "Hey, y'all need to evacuate," did they tell y'all to evacuate during Rita? Sure. Or they gave you the option, CC?
I mean, after we had seen all that happened with Katrina, everybody was like, we getting out of here because, we figured they ain't coming to help us. They didn't help them,
Right.
So,
and sometimes you got to fend for yourself.
So it was 26 of us at my cousin's house.
Oh, okay. How did that work out? Because that's what I was talking about.
Oh, my gosh. First of all, my cousin and her little children, she don't put them to sleep. They just, when they fall out, they sleep. Wherever they fall, I'm like, oh my goodness. It was just,
how many bedrooms y'all have? How many bedrooms y'all have?
It was a 3-bedroom house with 26 people. People were saying, good thing he had a closing garage, the garage, and people stayed out there. It was just like, yeah.
I reclaimed my time. Hold on, because I would have had a tent. I'd step in the backyard if I slept in there with 26 people. I promise you. I would have had a tent.
How you gonna be outside in the hurricane? Everything ain't a tent.
Oh, no, she had.
No, it ain't no. I was in Dallas.
Yeah.
I wasn't finna be out there in a tent in the neighborhood. I don't know. You know,
No, she keep that party on her, so she get down. She have to. No. Miss Sweettime says you will be a target on the road with a full kit. They don't have a pocket. But you know what? You're right, because the unprepared ain't even gonna have nothing to even get you.
Now let me ask you a question for Keisha, and I think I mentioned this while we were preparing for this. For the people that live in metropolitan cities and may not even have a car, a lot of people take public transportation. Like in a New York City, that don't mean you don't have money. That's just their means of transportation. Chicago with the L. West Coast. When I lived in LA, they got I forgot the blue line, the red line, I forgot the name of the transit system. The trolley said, where you gonna put all these survival kits at? I just want to know. I'm just asking for a friend.
Okay, well, you can ask a friend. Hold on, I got you. Okay, so I personally keep a what do you call it? CD. What is it? Personal. Dang, what is it called? What's it called, Miss Sweettime? Where you keep the little personal this thing right here. This thing right here. What do you call it? A CD everyday carry. I keep it EDC.
What you got in there? A telephone to call somebody to help you?
You keep this right here. Keep it in your purse. It's like a little tin. And I keep it in my purse. And it got everything in there.
Okay, I can't wait to hear what everything is.
I was like, what goes in the can?
It got a poncho. It has a first aid kit. It has I even got eye drops. I got gloves.
You're gonna be crying. You ain't gonna need no eye drop.
But basically, it's like a mini survival kit.
So
I've never seen that before.
You got a poncho in case you get wet.
I mean, because if you out, even if you can't,
she got a shower cap because she ain't getting no hair wet either.
The poncho got a hood.
I don't need none of that.
She like, I would like the poncho with the hood.
What you recommend I get? Because I ain't listening to Keisha.
What Sweettime say?
I don't know. I'm just asking for anybody.
Why he talking?
Wow.
This Cheryl said we had a blackout for 2 weeks. Had the girls needed ice, a cooler, pot, pan for the cook on the grill.
She said she had a grill.
Okay. Well, you know what? And that's another thing. You probably gonna have to cook everything in your refrigerator if the blackout is for too long. Y'all might well have a neighborhood barbecue.
When we had Ike, I would be out there barbecuing early in the morning, scrambling the eggs out there and everything on the grill. Had plenty of charcoal. Another thing that a lot of us in the South that never dealt with was when that in 2021 with that freeze that we had, we was not prepared. We didn't know how to keep warm.
Now that freeze of what was it? A 93 was the ice storm. Did y'all not have? Well, Texas, y'all not used to having that weather.
21 was our most recent one.
21, my house. Well, I shouldn't even tell this, but my house, it was like 4 degrees outside, 7, something like that. And my house got down. Obviously, we didn't have power. I think my house got down to like 41, 39 or 41 inside. And
that was it? We was 15.
Well, you know what? Hey, Miss I Can't Survive. I'm gonna tell you what I did. They ran out of firewood everywhere. I went to Home Depot and got some 2x4s, got them cut up, and that was my firewood.
They burn so fast.
That's better than nothing burning at all.
We jumped our pool at our apartment and used it to flush toilets and to wash dishes and everything. I'm like, this pool is sitting here without this water.
You know that this one right here didn't know how to flush the toilet if the thing didn't work. If he didn't push down the thing, he was taking the thing off the back of the toilet and then putting water in the tank
instead of just flushing it down.
Just dump it in the toilet.
Oh my gosh!
Man, hold up.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna dump it in the toilet and make a mess. I gotta clean up. I just dump
it in the toilet. It's gonna go straight down.
It's gonna go right down immediately.
I don't think mine would have. Keisha, chill, man. Why
y'all building, y'all?
You all up here? What up, Tanya?
Hello, we got David Quarry with them crops in the building, y'all.
What up,
he said, "What's up, everyone?" And what's up, Rod? Keisha. See, Miss Cheryl said that you are looking fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Miss Cheryl.
Looking like a joint piece, okay? Miss Darcy. I was supposed to be doing the giveaway, and y'all just sitting up here letting me talk.
That's because you're worried about that wallet you got that's gonna help you survive.
Where do you get that from?
Huh?
Where do you purchase that at?
I know you have to make them. So I have like ponchos. Yeah.
And who's in that photo? Oh goodness, you got.
I even have I even at the top. I got a tape. I got a fishing hook. If I had to get a stick or something, yeah, I can feed myself. I'm about to go
some string in there. You got some threads.
Yep, we got needle and thread in case my clothes rip or something.
Oh, good.
Don't play with her.
How many people in the comments worried about sewing? If it's you
might have to sew yourself up if you get a cut or a gash.
Yes, thank you.
I bet you will.
Kit. And then you had the matches to burn the needle. Before I got matches, I got lint for fire starting.
See,
yeah,
we prepared. We ready for this weekend.
You should go be thinking about too many things, man. Which do I do first? Do I sew this dress back up? Do I get this poncho out?
Sew this dress back up.
Man, I'm
gonna be cute out there.
Yeah, we're gonna start this giveaway.
What's the number? How do I know what to look for?
CC finna put a number in the chat.
Put it in the private chat.
Yeah, put it in the private chat.
Well, y'all didn't. Okay, I was gonna get you to do the number, so it'll be.
I ain't doing no number. Last I did a number. G Mama put some eyeballs in the comments, so I'm traumatized.
The fish. Wait a minute, how I get to the private chat?
Yeah, Keisha gonna get in the giveaway on my channel, CC, and then make me look bad because I forgot to write the number down. But
goodness.
All I saw was these big old eyeballs. I was like, I think
there you go. I'm like, where the private chat at? Okay. I'm gonna put a number. Everybody gonna know my number because they like, damn, this ain't number.
What's the range? I'll put it in there. What's the range?
Okay, we'll do 1 through 50. We're gonna make it easy.
Oh my goodness.
Is that too much?
No, it's too little.
Oh,
Miss Cheryl wanted to do 1 through 20, man. That took about 7 seconds.
Okay, we'll do 1 through 100 then. Do 1 through 100.
All right, see, I ain't gonna make it my last two. All right. No, I don't like that number.
Oh my God, he gonna be 4 hours putting in numbers.
For real, they be already then put in numbers.
Okay.
Right, here go.
They put in numbers already?
I hope not. Did y'all get my number?
Yes.
All right, that number means absolutely nothing to me.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What is the number?
Okay.
All right, everybody.
I'm gonna clown you about that.
So this is for Miss Cheryl Soap. It's a set to give to your loved one, maybe a husband, like I said, a cousin, a dad, a brother, whoever.
Or somebody that needed, that's scared to buy soap. One of them people too.
Ooh, the shade.
Shade. I'm going straight up. I mean,
now y'all have 2 channels going. So how?
Well, they already done started putting numbers in the chat. All right, y'all go.
Oh man, I'm up here laughing at. Okay.
So which one are you looking at, the vertical or the other one?
Oh yeah, it's 2 different lines. So we can see both. Yeah, we can see both.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all still ain't got the number, y'all. Y'all still ain't got the number.
I mean, I forgot the number. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we made the number too hard.
What you mean made it too hard? 1 through 100. You wanted to be 1 through 3.
We would have been done by now.
Right.
Oh, that would you. But they coming in slow, man.
Yeah.
They are.
Can I play?
No, you cannot. Hey, pretty girl garden.
Yeah, we're gonna speak to some people while we're doing somebody gotta be looking at the numbers.
Oh yeah. I ain't even think about. Hey, Mr. Sweet Time, if you want to come up and keep your avatar up, that's cool. You don't have to show your face.
Yes, yeah, he should. Yeah, he know because I've seen Mr. Sweet Time in a lot of live. Hey, y'all are absolutely positively 1 through 100. Y'all are nowhere near close. What to what?
Hey, let's do. Can we put another number in 1 through 50? Because they ain't never gonna get this number.
All right. No, we ain't got the number, but at least we got somebody that went over 50. 1 through 100.
Okay, we're gonna do 50 through 100. Go.
You can't change in the
I
middle.
can't. It's the same number. It's the same number, 50 through 100. They gonna be out. Don't nothing under 50 in the chat.
I don't know if I want to be part of this no more. You try to get me beat up over here, man. Stop.
I see it.
Stop.
I see
Hey,
it.
Miss Alice. Miss Alice is in the building, y'all.
Oh, hey, Miss Alice.
Hey, Miss Alice.
All right, Fatima won.
What was the number?
I'm more excited than Fatima.
79.
79. Okay. Oh, she said put the number in StreamYard giveaway too. Yeah. I'm technically challenged.
We tried that.
So if I do that, I probably end the whole live stream trying to do that. Like they be like, "Where she went to? She wasn't planning on giving us no giveaway in the first place."
Right. Congratulations, Fatima.
Congratulations. All right. So let me get back to the chat because there was some comments up here.
Yeah, Tanya said she had to go back to the horizontal side because the other side had her cross-eyed.
What? She said that?
Yeah. Go below. You were a pretty girl. Keep going down about 4 more. Hey, pretty girl Gardens, how you doing?
Okay, she said, "Oh, that's Jen." She crazy.
If this is your first time here, hopefully we see y'all back at the classroom. I'm seeing some new people here. I'm really enjoying this. So thank you for having me here to clown me too, Keisha. I really enjoy it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have clowned it, right?
Yes,
But Fatima, real quick, you know my email. Just email me. Oh, wait a minute. Yo, email me. Oh, sorry.
Awesome.
I know your address. Don't even worry about it. I'm looking. Is it the same
Gemini sister like myself?
What happened?
I can't wait for you to read this.
What happened?
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Tanya said, what the hell you packing, Keisha? I need you to tell me how hold on.
How? What's tell her how.
In Cat Williams' voice.
What's gonna help you survive in that little bitty wallet you got? That's what she basically said.
Hey, it's better than nothing because I'm gonna tell you this. A poncho is if I can make that into a tent. I have string in there, that paracord where I can string it from a tree to another tree. I have a whole darn shelter. Okay, I got a needle and thread in case I cut myself or I rip my clothing. Okay, what else?
Because you gotta look good in this mess that's going on.
Yes, absolutely. I might find my husband in this. Tragedy.
One of the rescue men.
I got a first aid kit in case I hurt myself. Okay. Sure.
You got a hook.
What's in that
I got a hook in case I need to fish. I gotta get food.
You got a what? A hook.
J3.
A hook.
You ain't got no pole in there?
Oh, I can get a stick. I can get a stick.
Jazz just came in. I was watching a live about a half a year ago, and Jazz had a fishing pole about this big. And he did some jitsu, some martial arts stuff, and it turned into a full-length fishing pole. I promise you.
Oh, it's one of those
I don't know what you call it. It was
I got one of those in my car. But
you probably got one in that wallet. Let you tell it.
I keep a fishing thing in my car. Y'all playing with the wrong one. Oh yeah, Jerry said I might need to sew up my tent while you playing with that poncho. It could be a flotation device. Is what Jerry said while you trying to clown my poncho.
Well, Jerry, if I got to sew up my tent and poncho to float, I think I got more problems. I got to.
Hey, you trying to survive? You already got problems.
But y'all already told me I ain't gonna make it, so I ain't got to worry.
You ain't. You just go on and lay down.
Not lay down.
She said go home and lay down.
Okay. Pretty girl said. Okay. When you live in a hurricane-prone area, you learn to stay prepared. Right. You should. even if you stay in an area where you don't never get nothing, it's always that chance. Some gonna hit eventually. Like Texas didn't think that they got that warm climate was everything. They like, no,
Didn't
this
know
could
what
never
to
happen
do
to
in that
us.
cold.
The fools talking about what happened that day? Oh, I ain't never had that to happen. But y'all saw them pipes went to busting and they roofs were leaking, and it wasn't from them having holes in their roof. It was plumbing, and it was just coming through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, y'all two survivors up here. This is something that happened to me during the winter storm. And I couldn't, it was no little spigot, or maybe it was, but
Pipes not connected.
during that storm, CC, my sprinkler system
Mm.
got whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think to check it.
Hold on 1 second. Let me say something real quick. Sweet time, you have to connect your mic. It won't let me accept you until you connect your mic. That's the only thing. It says you have to connect your mic and before you can the camera, even if you connect the camera, you make sure that it's not pushed. And you can see what we see before you even come on. You know what I'm saying? So
I forgot what I was going to say.
okay, I'm sorry.
No, I
You was talking about the sprinkler system.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead on with your sprinkler system.
No, this is serious though. This is
Okay.
for real. $485 later, 85,000 gallons of water that poured underground in my backyard, and it
That's
was
so
nothing I
wasteful.
can do. I didn't even think. You know, we're worried about the pipes in our house and the pipes in the ceiling and all that, but I didn't even think about a sprinkler system. 85,000 gallons,
God.
about $485, and my water bill was typically $40 a month. So that was 10 water bills that I had to pay.
You should have, because you sit up here wasting water. I can't stand when people waste
I
water.
didn't go out there and say turn the sprinkler on and leave it on for a month. I didn't know it was leaking.
Okay. Miss Sweettime says, my finding is to prep to keep it as normal for 2 to 3 days, 74 hours. I mean 72. I don't know where I got a 4 from, y'all. Keeping it as close to normal until it's all set in. Okay. And I'm reading. Okay. Fatima says, I just restocked my needle and thread the other day. See there, Fatima on the same type of time I'm on. Thank you, Fatima. It says, okay, that was Tanya talking about the giveaway. Oh, these are all numbers. I should have. Where we at?
There was a question
In the numbers?
I think Tanya had asked a question.
Okay, let me find it. Hold on, Tanya.
Fatima's birthday is on the 15th. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mine on the 19th.
Okay, Fatima. Wait a minute. Fatima.
Gemini season.
Oh, Lord. I don't see all I see is congratulations, Fatima.
Yeah, that's where I am. Where you
are. Birthday is on the 15th.
What up, Jigs?
It's right after J3's.
J3. Jigs' birthday is in this month too?
No.
Oh, you said, okay.
No, after.
You said, how big is this punch house?
You missed it. Tanya, you too late for that.
It's one at 9:00. It would be 10:07 your time, I guess, or 9:07, where she asked the question.
I got it. That's what's pulled up. You can't see it. It says, "How big is this damn poncho?" Is that the one you're talking about?
Mm-mm. It's on this side.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes, we coming to it. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, is it safe to say that your survival kit is determined by your place in well, you really should, but I would probably put some extra stuff in there just in case. I throw a little
and depending on how many people is with you.
They better all have their own.
See, that's what I was saying.
No.
That's what I was saying. It depends on where you live. Some of that stuff may not. Because didn't you say hook some string to a tree? And I'm not being funny. Didn't you say?
And make a tent.
Yeah, but you got certain metropolitan area that there are no trees to be.
Well, I do. So I got this poncho. It's to keep me dry.
Right. Like during a hurricane, you want to have enough water, gallons of water per person that's in the house.
Right.
So,
yeah. So, and then.
Hey, Unbiased.
Unbiased is in the building. Hey, Unbiased. Hey, y'all.
Jig said he had an ink pen fishing rod. Okay.
Fishing rod. Okay.
Oh. Is that one of those ones that they
it look like an antenna?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an antenna on your
Mhm.
yeah. I
Well,
got one of those.
he turned it into a whole fishing pole. I don't know. He did a magic trick or something. Cause
Hey, she's so natural is in the building, everybody. Sweet time. He still ain't connected this. Sweet time. Can you
is
hear
he
me?
backstage?
Yeah, it says he's backstage, but let me see. Yeah, shoot.
He need to probably go back out, come back in, and then that's when it's going to ask about
Hey,
the
Mel's
mic.
Garden.
Hey, Melanice is in the building, y'all.
Hey, Melanice.
Mel,
Oh, Mel's Garden. Oh
you
man,
don't know her like that. You gotta call her.
I'm trying to figure out how you get that. Yeah, I thought these glasses wasn't glasses. I'm like, hold up, I don't see all that. I didn't see that many letters. Okay, you can't be having these little special names and don't tell me what. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, go to your next point.
You just
sir.
trying to get me to be quiet. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, go to your
All right, so seriously, man, back on the serious train. We talked about I'm gonna get back on these jobs real quick. A lot of this stuff, even to get prepared for these situations that we're talking about, you need to start, like, if you're a rod in this world, you need to start preparing now.
Mhm.
Everything is so sky high. People are getting laid off. I talked about it earlier. I said I was just going to tap on it. It's hard to get jobs. AI is coming. Right now, whether you have a knowledge, skill, or ability to do your current job or something you've been dreaming about, I'm telling you, man, it's so many side hustles out here. And I'm going to tell you one thing that's going to go out the window if things hit the fan. Let's just talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Pride needs to go out the window.
Mm-hmm.
What you're used to doing, what you're used to wearing, what you're used to eating, how you're used to doing this, that, and the third, that may have to go out the window, man. This, we've been doing a lot of laughing and having a lot of fun, and I love coming over to Keisha's channel. But Tanya said liquor keeps you warm, right? But I said I'm trying to be serious. But I think of it right now as Sweet Time said it earlier, we need to scale back a little bit right now, ladies and gentlemen. We really need to scale back. Things hitting the fan is going to be more than stuff we can't control. Stuff coming out of the sky like tornadoes and hurricanes and avalanches coming off mountains and volcanoes erupting. But what we can control is, whether it's financially, survivability, from a food. I've been going to the garden community, contrary to belief. I'm trying to learn some of this stuff because it's paramount. In a minute, I don't care how many stores out there, they're going to be, it's not going to matter. They're going to run out of stuff. It's more people than there are goods.
Right.
And if you don't have your own resources, whether it's money, whether it's squash, whether it's cucumbers, okra, I ain't got no cows. I barely got all the other stuff I just named.
Right.
But
welcome, Sweet Time, to the stage. You keep talking. I'm sorry.
Hey, Sweet
I just
Time.
wanted to say
well,
hi.
it's kind of hard when you talking to them. Hey, Sweet Time, what's happening, man? Hey, Sweet Time.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
I can hear you. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure we just think about that stuff. It's all fun right now. We're having fun, but I'm telling you, real talk, Keisha, Sweet Time, CC, everybody in the comments. Do I think I'm prepared for what I think stuff hitting the fan? I know I'm not. And it takes a lot of mental preparation, maybe writing stuff down, having a checklist. I'm joking with Keisha about this little wallet, but I really, real talk, need to get me something. Cause what I got right now ain't gonna cut it. And another thing, self-defense, man. This gonna sound crazy, but people gonna be out there beating people up, taking people. They already talking about taking Mr. Sweet Time's air conditioning. So we gotta be ready, man. I ain't gonna say how, but you might want to go take some self-defense classes. And, I'm being real.
Yeah, you just need yeah. Okay. Jerry said, do you think a utility knife would be practical to have? Absolutely. And have a utility knife thing on your hip.
Yeah.
It's a Sweet Time.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I'm mad at you. You ain't even speak to me. He said, hey, just ask that other dude.
No, I'm chilling.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you.
Yeah. Jeg says, hold on, because why is it distorted? Okay, I see it now. He says, I will show you I'll show it to you when he starts back going live. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jax.
Tanya just, I did verify you can't say that, but you maybe want to keep.
Okay. Tony said you will need a banger, bullet knife. But I said bullet. You gonna need a gun, knives, bullets, and something to bash in windows to get something to eat because you don't eat deer possum. Who don't eat? Because you said this is why she's not on the island. She would be the first one to get kicked off the island.
Well, she said she don't eat.
She said she don't eat deer. Who don't? Deer, possum, squirrels,
insect, cats, and dogs too.
I don't tell you about the cats and the dogs.
She gotta have some liquor too.
But you gotta have liquor.
Talking about liquor can keep you warm. That is true. That is true.
Everything's on the menu. Everything's on the menu. When the time comes, everything is on the menu. Right?
For real. Don't be walking around lame because people are gonna start watching you.
I hope I'm somewhere near Tanya if I'm ever caught in this situation because I want to see what all is. I don't turn into dudes.
Okay, F. Smith is in the building, everybody. Hey, F. Smith. Welcome in. Y'all know I be joking, but we have wait a minute, who got an underground shelter?
Tanya, you done kicked off the island. She got an underground shelter over there.
What?
Okay, wait a minute now. You might be kicked. You might be back.
Hey, Tanya,
you might need you and your shelter.
Okay, but you know what? I'm finna start digging holes around here. So. Fatima says, I'm in earthquake territory. Always have at least a half a tank of gas in your car at all times. Always.
And Fatima in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fatima, you know that earthquake I'm talking about that happened in Oakland? Because there was a lady that man, that was crazy. I wasn't there then, but it was right before I got there.
Passionately, PIA is in the building, y'all.
PIA.
Sweet time, I apologize. Keisha got you up here and letting you talk or nothing.
Okay, I'm sorry, sweet time. Tell us what you got going over there. Have you ever been in a natural disaster?
So yeah, not bad, not the bad ones. I did go through Katrina, so I'm in Mississippi. And you watch all these people come from that Katrina event. And they come over here and you see how bad off they are. Mm-hmm. And as much as you want to help them, you still like, man, I can't help everybody, And so you start to see things that resemble that now. People sleeping in shade, they're in their vehicles, they're sleeping in shade. And that's like what you would see back then,
Sweet time, you bring up a good point, man. I went into a store yesterday to get some coffee, and we had someone earlier say have cash because banks are going to be closed. Y'all will be surprised how many stores don't even carry cash anymore. Cash is probably not going to. I don't know what's going to do some good. There was a homeless man out there. And I promised myself the first time I saw him, I didn't have any cash. I said the next time I see him, I'm going to give him some money. So I went. Use my debit card to try to get cash back. And we don't give cash back. And I sat there and told him, man, my intention. So I'm going to ATM while I can, but just cash may not be available. A lot of this stuff we're talking about that we think may be available may not. So,
but that's why we grow food so we can barter.
That's what's going to be huge. You see, bartering is going to be huge.
So you want an abundance. You want what's called an abundance because when these things start to run out, it's not going to run out just for you. It's going to run out for other people, right? And so if you have an abundance, then you can offer that to other people and they can offer you a level of peace that you would not get if they don't have these things, right? It's odd. It seems odd, like to have more than you need, but that's what you want,
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, you know what? He asked, why is there the tissue always gone when there's ever a natural disaster? And the reason is because a lot of people, they don't buy tissue because they need it. They buy tissue to barter because If you, one thing for sure, you're gonna have to wipe. You are going to have to wipe. So they that's why they never have any tissue,
Oh, you
because
mean during the winter
And the
storm?
odd thing is, it's not that you need tissue. You need to wipe. And it's not that you have to have tissue. Like some people just they 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 automatically think tissue is the thing that I need. But there's a lot of stuff, and the second you introduce these things, they're like, you're blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind that I can use these alternative things. But you want to have alternatives, and that's what having an abundance looks like. You have more than enough. More than enough. Like
right.
you can offer these people things that their brains cannot even facilitate, right? Yeah. So that's how I look at it, you know.
Well, with the tissue thing, I mean, I got a bidet, like, so hooked to the toilet, right? So, but if there's no power, then there's no,
Right.
yeah. So,
Right.
and then the water is not being cleaned, because the power facilities are not cleaning the
Yeah,
water.
it's not gonna
So,
pump the water to the
yeah.
house either.
So therefore, is my bidet gonna work? But I do have a squirt bottle bidet too, so she got a contingency plan, okay, in case that toilet tissue runs out.
Are you anti-tissue?
No, I'm not anti-tissue.
Oh,
I'm misleading.
And for real, like, listen, you get that weak tissue, like you get that thin like, oh my goodness, I don't want that. Like, get out of here with that thin tissue, man. I want some good tissue.
Yeah, I want something that's gonna clog up the septic system.
Yeah, I want, man, give me that strong. Like it's you thinking this might be
a blanket you wipe.
a paper towel. Yeah, so oh, not the quilt. Oh, you going with the quilt? Like you going whole quilt. Like throw this got to go in the dumpster. It can't go down that toilet.
Old cloth.
Tanya says we have 3 generators. Our truck can provide electric. That is another thing, y'all. Everybody has a generator. If you have a vehicle, you got a generator, whether you know it or not.
Right. Big facts.
Yeah.
Big facts
And
on
she
that.
said, and we got them. You know what? So
It's a lot of stuff that's built on 12 volts. You if you can get 12 volts, man, almost everything can like they built a lot of systems on 12 volts of energy. The what they call those things?
A lot of those newer vehicles too. When I worked in the business, they added more to 12 volt outlets too, especially your SUVs. They got rid of a lot of those cigarette type lighter thingies and so make sure you know your vehicle. You may have more outlets than you think.
Yeah.
So USB is probably 5 volts, but almost all the time when they tell you like it's 5 volts, it's probably like 5 point something. Like it's a little more. And so a lot of that stuff. And then we can talk about how that what they call trickle power, how that stuff trickles out into batteries and how it.
Well, I would hook it straight to the battery.
May not be.
Yeah, I would, because you have the alternator that's constantly charging up that battery. So I would hook it up straight to the battery, and that's how I would get the power into the house. It's straight from the source.
Well, that's immediate. That's immediate, but sometimes you need to charge, right? Sometimes you need to build up that power. So, sometimes you want to take that 12 volts and turn it into 120, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what you see with those generators, those battery generators. You wanna get that lower wattage and build it up into something that gets you something more. All right. So, yeah.
Okay, Jay's crazy self said, I thought I had problems. Jay really has a problem. He said, anytime you meet me, okay, you will see a minimum of 3 knives and a pew pew. Okay, why you got 3? Who does that? Why you got three?
James is
All right,
For real, you only got 2 hands.
Okay, what you do with the third one? So you answer to your wife. We both for the strike.
I tell you what, Keisha, where I'm sitting right now within probably 10 steps of me is 2 of them things that start with a P, is one in the bedroom and one on the other side by the door. And I'm telling you, I agree with James, but that may be a military mindset.
Okay.
It's a survival.
not military, because it's not military. I promise you that.
Right,
because I've never been in no service either.
Hold on, sweet time. Do you have 3 knives on you at all times? I'm just trying to figure out if James got a problem. No, I'm just kidding. James.
Like I'm sitting here trying to think through it. Do I have 3 on me? Like I don't have 3 on me, but
having it in reach.
You know what, Keisha?
I don't think I ain't got like my toes can wrap around one at almost all times. Like it's I can get one.
Hold up.
If things hit the fan, Keisha, 3 is not going to be nothing.
No, I mean, I'm with TC though. You only got 2 hands. What you finna do with the third one?
What if somebody take one of them? You now back, you got another free hand.
Well, first of all, if they took it, you already in the worst position.
It's the third one that gets it's going. It's the third one. It's the third one. Like you think you got 2. All right, the third one right there. Like it's got you. It's got you. My bad.
No, but my thing is, if you saying if they take one, if they took one, then they believe me, they didn't just take one. Okay, you are in a worse situation than you think you are. If somebody done got a hold of one of them, and you got 2 hands already swinging, I think they in the better position, really.
Okay, have you ever watched a military movie? You think they just got, because they got 2 hands, they got 2 things to defend themselves? They got more than 2.
Well, first of all, she is.
Yeah, the movies don't stay true.
Yeah, like trust me, being in the military, I didn't have just 2 things.
And you use anything around you as a weapon. Anything you can get hold to.
Listen, I've never been in a great fight. I've never been in one of these amazing movie set fights, right? But when you watch him, you're like, oh, wow, he did that. Like he did that whole thing. And all right. So I'm going to make sure that that's available for me, right? And that's what prepping is. Make sure it's available for you. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
These comments getting out of control.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, can you go and run through them like you do?
Yeah. Real quick. So, Yolo, I want you to let this marinate like some ribs. You say you eat feet, but the rest, nope. I'm gonna come back to that because I'm curious. I hope you're talking about some pig feet. But event yourself. Hell no, you can't come, Keisha. She didn't say Keisha, but I know she's talking to you. She said you out. She's out the island, remember? So you can't come to her basement.
Dang.
Passionately showing love to unbiased. What kind of feet, Yolo? That's what Jerry. Everybody inquiring, people want to know, Yolo, what kind of feet you talking about? Yolo said, "Oh no, okay." Yolo said she meant dear, loud, autocorrect. Well, how did the D? I guess the D and the R turned to an F and a T. So she. Jerry laughing, and then Tanya want to know about the feet. Did you mean toes? There's gonna be a whole lot of surviving going on over here. Neither. That earthquake was in 89, says Fatima. PIA said yes. CC Yolo said lie. Okay, she talking on the phone. Y'all better save y'all beans and rice. Yeah, get some. Can you go have some cornbread too, PIA? I'm over here trying to be all bougie, talk about some cornbread too. What is of value is determined by the disaster. If everything is underwater, your farm won't matter. If everything is underwater, your farm won't matter. Says the person that y'all kicked off the island, not Rod. I'm just reading the comments.
I mean, well, she is correct. If everything is underwater, then our farm does not matter. But at the same time, we did take the proper steps to be somewhat prepared. We are prepared for a lot of situations, but not a flood. If the flood happens, the grocery stores are underwater too. So we all in the same boat.
But it goes back. It goes back to the beginning.
That's why myself in raised beds.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I get floods all the time.
It goes back to the beginning, teacher. Unless you're near a levee or something, it's got to be a lot of rainfall. You have time. I ain't no master gardener. I ain't even to harvest the crops that you have.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you're gonna always want home base to be in order, right? You're gonna always want that position. So you're gonna always want, I can focus right here, and this is where I can go, and this is what I can expect to be there. And so that's what prepping is. You don't want to have to, like, the second you have to think, I gotta go out here, then you weren't prepared for that, right? You gotta go to some weird outside it's out of spec.
Right.
But if you prep, then prepping is this thing that I have right here. And it's not it doesn't have to be weird. Like, some people think it's gotta be weird. It's gotta be, I got 50,000 cans of this. It doesn't have to be 50 counts. It's just, the more normal it becomes, the better it's going to be for all of us, right? Right. Like, I'm good here. Yeah, I'm good right here. So when you come here, I don't have to be weird with you. You know, I don't have to be weird with you. I got more than enough right here.
Where you live again?
Yeah, nah, I'm not that good. I promise you. I got, so the reason I'm not that good is why I got all these I got these seeds, you know. I got to get good, but that's the ideal position that I would like to be in, is to have these things more than enough, where if you acting weird when you come around me, I can see it right from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you 3 cans, but you want 5. All right, you weird.
Now, teacher, real quick before we jump ahead and get these comments, and I'm gonna fly through them and catch us up. But and I know Sweet Town just was talking about prepping, and we're talking about being prepared. But with the current economic situation, how many people are unable to prepare because they're trying to survive right now? They're in survive, paying their bills mode, paying their rent mode, paying their utility mode, their car insurance, their car. How many people even have extra money to go do this? And I'm just asking.
Are you talking about like grow crops?
You got to buy something to start.
Right. So the Dollar Tree even got seeds for 3 for $1.25. You know, so you can, and even if you don't go buy soil, you got dirt in your yard. So I wouldn't care if you sat there and dug up some dirt in your yard and put the seed in there and covered it back up. Let's try to see what happened there.
But if you let's say you pull that all the way back. Let's say you pull that all the way back to the point where somebody don't even have a Jiffy cup. Isn't that interesting? Like, they don't know that. So there's a lot of people that don't know a tomato seed in a Jiffy cup will grow them tomatoes. And so we can start from there sometimes, right? It's not like, I know we want to move forward. We want to get to that advanced point. But a lot of people don't know that. That's like, I walked to the I was at the doctor's office. I walked out and I saw that seed that was growing out of the cracks of a parking garage. And I saw those tomatoes. I don't know what those tomatoes are, but they were growing very well, right? And a lot of people don't know that that's what food is. And so I know we want everybody to come with us, but everybody's not there. They're not going to be. And so you look back and you talk to those people too. You know, you explain to those people as well. Like, this is where you can come. This is the start. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to take over, but there's a term called food desert, right? Like, I didn't make that up.
You
and
said
the new food desert.
Oh, food desert.
Right. I didn't make that up. I didn't introduce that. And when I first heard it, I laughed, because they will tell you that an area where you see grass and trees and plants and all this stuff is a food desert. But you can grow food right there. You can grow You can grow food in your yard. You can grow food wherever.
But you have to
And
have the knowledge.
the knowledge is the key, right? All right. It's just telling people, just having the conversation. And so the only reason I'm coming live is because I'm telling you, we're gonna have these conversations. And
Mhm.
I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all stepping forward. I was not willing to like put myself on the line, but I desperately want to have these conversations so that we're not operating from a deficit.
Well, I tell you what,
We
sweet time, that's what the
Yes,
classroom is all about. We have conversations.
Mhm.
We alternate between Points Blank Experience, my channel, and Keisha's channel. We want to talk about things that people are afraid to talk about and need to talk about because it's a firm reality.
Right.
It's in front of us every day, but we close our eyes or blink, turn our head, and act like it's not there. You
Mhm.
know, and I still have questions for this whole thing. So, like, and sweet child, because I like what everybody's saying up here in the Look, I'm looking through the comments. What if you have this plan, you have this farm, you have this garden, but the disaster is where you are, and you have to go to a place where a person's not prepared. Do you just search until you? And I'm asking, not asking for a friend to be. I'm being serious
yeah,
about
I
this.
got
What's the next, as you mentioned in the beginning, is Keisha, what's my contingency plan? Because it is a high possibility when stuff really hits the fan, it's not going to say I'm going to hit over here, but I'm not going to hit over there. It could hit everywhere. What if they target the places where survivability is at its highest, where people can survive, know how to survive? I'm just wondering. Why do you think New York was the target spot when that went down? Because they knew it was going to cause mass chaos. They didn't come to where I am in Dallas. They didn't go to Arkansas. They
Mhm.
went to a place where people weren't going to be prepared,
Right.
and it sent a frenzy. It affected the whole nation,
Mhm.
the whole entire for years.
I
It's
didn't
still,
even know what those twin towers even was
I
until that
never
happened.
heard of them until that
Me
day.
neither. And I was like, I just thought there was some built. You know what I'm saying? I would see it in pictures and stuff. I didn't know what that was until after all that happened.
So my thinking on that is, if I'm hearing it right,
Mhm.
um, do you focus on the things that you can deal with, or the focus that you don't deal, that you can't deal with, right?
Focus on the
And
thing you
so
can.
you're gonna focus on the things that you can deal with, the stuff that's right in front of you, right? And I don't. So the end is coming for every one of us. And I don't say that to be dark. I don't say that to be mean. I say that to offer everybody a level of reality that we can all accept, right? And so once we accept that, we kind of move backwards a little bit in a lot of people's minds, to the point where we say, well, let's deal with these things that we can deal with. And we'll get to that point when we get there, right? And so that's what a garden looks like to me, right? I don't know what's coming from it, but I can put these things in place. I can put these trees in the ground. Can I guarantee that I'm going to eat the fruit? I don't know that, right? And a lot of people will say, 5 years? Oh, you're going to wait for 5 years to get this fruit from this tree. I'm like, I don't think I'm dying in 5 years, bro. I like, if I get the fruit in 5 years, fine. But if my cousins or my nieces or the people that around me get these, like if somebody moves into this house and they, like, I die because I'm brushing my teeth, right? Like I'm brushing my teeth too hard and boom, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But somebody else get the the fruit out of this tree. It
Right.
doesn't. Like, how did that bother me in this moment? I'm not bothered. I won't be bothered by that. I can focus enough to put water on this plant. And if this plant grows tomorrow, right? My bad. I don't know if y'all can hear that.
No, we didn't hear it. I didn't hear anything but you, sweet
Oh
child.
yeah, you good. Right. Can you hit the chat real quick?
Yeah.
My bad. I gotta close
You
some
good?
windows
No,
down.
you good.
If you eat, Jerry said, if you eat, you're gonna poop, and toilet paper is a necessity. Tanya Video said you can wipe with leaves, curtains, shoes, hair, and animal with hair. That's why I was tripping a while ago.
Animal.
So Keisha, you might be all right over there. And PIA said, speaking, got eyeballs with YOLO.
I said that's a fancy booty.
Yeah. Yeah, she talking about you, Keisha, in case you didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
me? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the boot, you got the whatever you call that thing, the boot,
Bidet.
whatever you
oh,
say.
but they. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and then you got
Hey,
a spray
Queen.
bottle and all that. Jay said y'all better get some washcloth and wash it out like they did with
Okay.
diapers back in the day. Goran, what I used to hello one listening to Boost.
Gwen?
Appreciate you. What up, Gui? Fatima said, right, rip some old t-shirts. That's a lot of washcloths. A vehicle, Tanya said they had 250 volts in their electric cars. JX said he is ex-infantry. YOLO said not told. CC girl getting on. I'm sorry. YOLO says city girl getting education. Fatima steak knife, butter knife, and multi-purpose knife. Jerry said I got things in every room of the house, including bathroom in 4 different locations in the car. I have a pew pew safe packed. Harvest put this is from YOLO. Put it in a burlap or something that will keep it dry. Jay said go to the store, buy some dry beans off the shelf and plant them in some dirt. It's generational wealth once established. Yes. If you brush your teeth and pass, think of it this way: you left inheritance for your family. If you brush your teeth and pass, think of it that you left something for your family. I learned how to garden during the pandemic. I haven't had a garden in 4 years, but I think I remember enough to survive it if I needed to. That is from YOLO. And I mean, I love all these comments. And I like what YOLO said. And that's why I was kind of asking some of the questions I was asking. Right now, we have a lot of knowledge that's on this panel. But what about the people that watch the replay that don't have access to us, or the people that are commenting live and can ask these questions? Like YOLO says, city girl getting an education. There's a lot of people that won't have the options that some of the people that have gardens and have farms that are prepared. They won't even, if you can, I don't know where it is other than Central Park. You ain't going to New York and plant nothing in no yard. You're not going too many places in LA and being.
I'll say this. The hydroponics. Isn't that interesting?
The cracking method.
Yeah, even the cracky method. Listen. So I stuck a sweet potato in a bucket. So I'm trying to think. I bought a bottle of juice. Some rainwater got in the juice. I stuck a sweet potato in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's growing. Like I haven't done a video. My apologies to the world that I haven't done a video on how this sweet potato is just literally sprouting out this. It's just winning. It's just winning. And that's all it is. I looked at the sweet potato. I said it'll fit in the hole, and I stuck it in this doggone bottle of water.
Mm-hmm.
And the water is full of roots, right?
Yeah.
And the world doesn't know that. Like the news, like you turn on, it's not going to tell you that that's real, right? It's not going to tell you that that's the reality of the world.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it kind of brings me back to when we had that Arctic freeze, right? Mm-hmm. In Texas, and we didn't know what to do with that. And it was a lot of people that brung their charcoal grills and they stuff inside, which, a lot of people didn't make it through that because they was trying to keep warm. They didn't want to be outside. And so they brung that carbon monoxide from the charcoal in the house, was trying to keep the house warm using that, or, you know what I'm saying? Because people was just trying to stay warm, and people was making big mistakes because we had never been that cold before. And, wait
a minute.
Just never seen it. Just never been through it. Like the news is not going to tell you about that. They're not going to say, hey, watch out for this. They're going to tell you about this thing that excites your mind.
Right. People were bringing in, how you would have like a little smoky or whatever, bringing your charcoal. They was trying not to be out in the cold element. but they was
Wow.
trying to keep the house, and yeah,
Oh my
It
God.
hurts a lot of
or
people. It
bringing it
hurt.
into their garage or things like that without air flowing through
So they're
there.
starting fires on top of being
What they was trying to keep warm. I
oh.
didn't know to have a tent. I learned later how you have a tent in your home, to the smaller the space to keep it
Mm-hmm.
warm. I didn't know about the what is that, the pottery pot that you put a tea light candle in it. I didn't have none of that heat source was, because we always hot, so we never knew how to keep warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, it was.
So you
Not,
Yeah,
learned
that was very interesting. That whole thing. I mean, I'm watching. I'm up here in Mississippi, and we just got, you know, I mean, the Katrina thing,
mm-hmm.
and then Texas, and you're like, man, what is going on in the South? Right, right. Like, what is going on in the South that these extreme events happen?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got pretty comfortable. Is my understanding. We got pretty comfortable, right?
It's
Well,
like,
we'll learn from those things. We should, at least we should learn.
Yeah, we're taking
We should learn from those things.
no.
yeah,
Oh wow!
All
She then took the time to put the emojis in there with it.
Said dog to the bear wife.
You used the bit.
Really, Tanya? Really?
She must be enjoying some spirits over there.
Okay, yeah, she drinking plenty of those spirits over there.
Yeah.
All right. So, does everybody have so Cece, what is your backup plan?
As for
Like, do you have a to-go bag? Do you okay.
yep, I change it out seasonally. So if it's the summertime, I bring my bug out bag. I keep one in the car. I have one in the house. And when if it's summertime, then I'm gonna put different things than I would than if it was wintertime. And so I switch my bags out per the season. I keep them in the car with me, and yeah. So, and I have all kind of stuff up in there. I have to make sure that
Yeah, and even the food that you put in there, you got to make sure that you switch it out too, because this stuff be expired.
Oh yeah, you
My
check
stuff probably expired right now as we speak, so I need to do the same thing I'm preaching about, because it's been a minute since I checked that bag. So but I try to put stuff that at least will last a year. See, let me see what else we got. I don't know where we at. Oh, dog, I didn't even know. Well, does anybody have anything else?
I always have something else.
Okay, what you got? Oh yeah, you did have some bullet points. Let's hit them real quick.
No, we'll do it on.
No. Go ahead.
No, we're good with what we are, because it's kind of we're good. We're good where we are.
Okay.
But I will say that I think stuff hitting the fan is that's why I said we could have about 6 shows on stuff really hitting the fan, because there's so many different aspects of it, and I don't think it's centered around one central location in the country or one aspect of it's a lot of different things could hit the fan. But I think with me, as far as being prepared, it's really going to be a mindset. You have to be in a certain mindset. Number one, you got to believe that you could do things you never thought you could.
Right.
You have to be in a mindset in some aspects to forget everything you've ever known or been taught. This isn't the way to do this. This isn't the way to do it. When it comes to survivability, it's kind of what Time said before he even came on the screen. He was in the comments. I can't remember his exact words, but he stays still, but he's prepared to go. Something like that. We have to, your mind, we always talk about head being on a swivel. Our mind really has to be on a swivel if things hit the fan, because it's going to be really the unexpected. We don't know what to expect. We're talking about different aspects of it, but overall, when you talk about that, look at that thumbnail. That's things hitting the fan. It's chaos. And if you're following news, that's highly possible right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yolo wants to know what is a bug out bag. So a bug out bag is that bag. It's basically a survival bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bag that would have clothing, food, water, and it's basically supposed to be for 3 days. Because they say that it'll probably take you. If say you were out somewhere and you were trying to get back home, you should probably make it there in like 3 days. So it's just a survival bag that you pack just in case of emergency. You can grab it and go.
And the thing is, after I had my first kid, and I didn't call it a survival bag, but I always kept a bag of, a change of clothes, some snacks, some water, because I'm being a single mom, and I'm like, hey, we might get stranded somewhere. This child's going to need stuff. We're going to need, so I always, even though I can't convince my daughter with her own kids, I'm like, why don't you have backup stuff? She's like, I don't think about that. I'm like,
so I'll chime in on my thoughts on a bug out bag, and it's your normal. What gets you back to what gets you really close to your normal? I know that those things are going to be extreme, but we're so used to, like, if something happens 24 hours from now, you're going to want to feel normal. 72 hours, you're going to want to feel like what's close to normal. And so that's what I think you should have in your bag, is those things. Like, I don't know, like, most people have never been like using a what they call those strikers to make a fire, And so I don't know. I think maybe you should have a big lighter, because most people are more familiar with a big lighter, right? Now, that extreme stuff, yeah, it can happen, but I don't know if we need that right in our immediate proximity, And so I would advise most people to have the things that they're used to in that bag,
right?
Close, very close to you, right? Because once you get outside of your home, now I don't even think that the bug out bag should be prepared for you to be outside of your home. I think it should be prepared for things to fall apart inside your home, and you're prepared inside your home.
Right. That's why I keep one inside and in the car, and also practice survival. Instead of waiting until the moment of it, and you're like, okay, what was that? We're supposed to do what? Practice it. I used to practice that with my kids, because when we lived in apartments, I thought about fires and things like that. So we would practice, hey, you can't get in touch with mom. Where do you need to go to? Where did I say our meeting spot is? And we would practice those drills so that it felt normal. If something did happen, they knew exactly where to go, and it wasn't this chaos of, oh, let me remember what they said, so.
Like, you're not gonna fight. You're not going to go out there and fight bears. I'm not gonna. Listen. I got the things to fight bears.
Eat a bear.
Yeah, listen. You tripping, but you see a bear come in the room, and guess who? Like, all right, you go over there and get the grill ready, because we finna eat some bear. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you come over here? Don't come over here and try to fight this thing. I got this part. Right? Like, put what's in my sock. I'm pulling out things. I got this bear.
Right. First of all, I have to tell the audience that no animal was hurt during
no.
And no bunnies were used with bears.
I have never seen a bear, by the way. So if anybody thinking but it's on the menu. I said that like at the
right.
I came on. I said everything's on the menu. And so now
for the cats and the dogs, we're gonna leave them alone, y'all. Leave the cats.
Yes. So I'm not. But at the same time, guess what? All these people starting seeing you eating bear, they be like, oh, they licking their lips and they looking hungry, and they're like, oh, you shouldn't have done it. But now there's a level of survival that I think most people don't think about, and it's not even outside of your home. It's inside of your home. Like focus on the survival inside of your home, because so in most cases people are they get this on the road scenario in their head, but inside of your home there's things that you're not doing right. There's things that you're not, like, you can't cut things, and that cutting things is a really basic skill that we have developed. We have figured out how to separate one piece of material from another piece of material, and then utilize that. And a lot of people don't have sharp knives.
Well,
They
one
only
thing I
have
want to
sharp.
bring up, Sweet Time, is okay. I know you said in the home. Last week, they had a two-story apartment fire in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
An explosion, a natural gas explosion. People went to work that morning, came home, and they didn't have a house to have knives in.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get the final number. I still don't believe it, but it was terrible. And it happened from the explosion at 12:47. Within minutes, it was down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
I
hear you.
wonder, when I think about survivability, uh, I keep saying I just look at outside of my property, because most of the things I've been in, like the last tornado that I was a part of in Dallas, I was nowhere near my house. I was at work. And I had my car, so I would have been safer with a lot of stuff y'all said, with the first aid kits, the boogie bag or whatever it's called, and all that good stuff. But what about the scenarios when we're not in the comforts of our home or an area that we may know? What do we do then?
No, I hear you. Let me ask you this: where do you spend the most amount of your time?
Now that I'm retired at home,
Yeah.
prior to that, probably realistically away from home. I spent 10 hours a day at work, maybe out 2 or 3 doing other things. So that's 13 hours, 11 hours at the crib.
So do you think that's unique, or do you think that's normal?
I'd say, let me see, 8, 12. I'd say you spend about maybe two
No.
hours more at your house than you do away from your house. It depends on your status, what you do.
So
If you
you think the majority of people? So and again, we're just having a conversation, but you think most people spend the majority of the time away from home than they do at home?
I don't know. Let's ask the crowd. Y'all, do y'all spend more time at home or away from home?
At home. For me.
I do
Definitely at
now.
home over here, because I stay in the house for 3 weeks before I have to go out. I'll be serious.
And my finding, man, listen, I'm not. I get you, I get you, because we can do unique things. We can step outside. We can be outside for a long time. But a lot of people, man, they're at home, and the idea is, I want people to be secure there. I want people to so I want you to have a bag, but I want you to have a bag to be there,
And I understand
because I don't.
this, but the whole topic is, if it didn't say if stuff hit the fan at your house, it said if stuff hit the fan in anywhere. Like Tanya's question, what if you're traveling? What are you gonna do if
So
stuff
that's
hit?
interesting. That's interesting, because I really want people to. So most people are going, when they get outside of their home, they're going to want the same things that they have at their home,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
and
sometimes
so
it's not possible though.
Yeah, it's highly
no,
important.
but
I
no,
travel all the
but
time. I never have the same stuff when I travel that I have at home.
no,
Never.
but the idea is that you want to, when you prep, you want familiarity, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so that's what I suggest people prep for. It's familiarity. I get it.
Okay.
It's a different thing than what a lot of people are saying. But you want to be clean. You want to be fed. You want to be watered. You want all these normal things that you can
Yep.
get at home. And my suggestion is, for the next 72 hours, is that when you set up a situation to, to exit your home, your best scenario, because outside of that 72 hours, you probably knew it probably just shot a drone right into your chest, or some weird stuff that you had no idea that could happen to you, right? So for the next 72 hours, maybe you just make sure yourself is make sure you are comfortable, make sure you are capable, make sure you are competent for that next
And
72 hours.
and then
Because I
Roger,
can't go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna say that you have to think because you just thinking of yourself, but sometimes you have elderly like your your
Right,
parents may be
right.
living with you. You may have little kids that, it's better to have them in one spot instead of out there. So you're thinking probably on more of a single level instead of
No,
thinking of most people are in. No, I was just saying with Rod that,
Oh
he
yeah.
said
no,
be
I'm
on
looking
the
at
go,
I'm not
but
I'm looking at all
yeah.
aspects.
All right.
And that's
So
matter of
so
fact, one thing we didn't talk about that was in our bullet points was people with disabilities.
Mhm.
Right.
We didn't even talk about that one. So
so the
that
interesting of so an interesting thing about me is the reason I came to these conclusions is because I'm not going anywhere without these people.
You
I'm
say
not going there.
you say you're not going anywhere without these people. What'd you say?
Yeah, these people, these my parents.
Oh yeah, your parents. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. So I get it. I get it. They would love me to they would love to say leave me behind. That's the kind of parents I have. But at the same time, I
Right.
that doesn't sit right. Doesn't look right.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so as I did all these preps, as I did all this stuff, I was like, how do I incorporate them? I was like, they're not getting out of this house. Like I need to lock this house down. And at the last minute, if we get out of this house, I need to make them as comfortable. I need to make sure that, and I was like, I would want the same thing for myself, by the way, right? They
Right.
need to be, they need, yeah, the creature comforts in the 72 hours that because I 72 hours seems like a good opportunity for me to figure out what's next, you know?
Right.
And so this idea that I'm out here making fires and choking out bears with string and yeah, I don't think that's the most realistic. I don't think that's I mean, and then the opportunity the people that want to take the opportunity to take the things that I have a backpack. Like so I have chest rigs, by the way.
Who?
Chest rigs. I have chest rigs with like all the things on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to detail what I have in my chest ridge. I've been doing this for a minute
Hmm.
and I'm not trying to build myself up. But I know that people see you with a whole freaking chest rig of stuff.
Hmm.
They're gonna look at you and be like, God, stop him. Stop this guy. The big black dude with the chest rig is he's the threat. He's the one that get him.
You ain't even gotta have a chest thing on. It's just
Like yeah, listen, the big black dude, that's the first thing they say. That's the leader, right? And so I'm not trying to like I get it, but certain things that we can do for ourselves, certain things that we can anticipate, certain things that we can understand. We'll implement those, we'll put those in position.
Hold on, y'all, cause we so behind in the chat.
Mhm.
It ain't even so.
Man, I need to look at
Right?
that.
Can you run through
They
this
probably
shit?
ragging on me.
We're gonna go back to your question, Tanya, because that's a discussion. Right.
let me get back where I was. Jay says it reminds him he's going to change the snacks to my wife to go back. Uh, the
He
dispatch
meant to go
says,
back.
okay. Tanya said, I try not to live in areas that are prone to disasters. It would have to hit me by surprise. Either way, it's survival of the fittest. And I need to lose weight so folks don't be wanting to eat me. That's why I was cracking up
Oh
earlier.
my goodness.
when the deer and the squirrels are gone. Then Jerry said Tanya's getting a gym membership tomorrow. GLP. I'm
What
not
that
sure what
mean?
it is.
Gee.
Indiana, what's going on, Indiana?
Hey, what's up? Indiana Farms is in the building. What's going on, Indiana?
A couple people left also, and I want to say this in case somebody else. Jerry left. I'll get to that.
Night, Jerry.
YOLO, I think YOLO left.
YOLO, yeah.
Okay. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. They can't hear me, but I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, it was a few minutes ago. I told them bye in the comments because I couldn't.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, I told them bye. Tanya said, "Where are y'all getting stranded? Is this for when you're traveling long, unknown distances? I'm confused."
Well, this is the thing. So y'all remember that the ice storm where that truck had hit a car, then they had black ice, so everybody kept on popping each other. It was 105 cars involved in that wreck. There's no telling, with 105 of y'all sitting up there smashing each other, it took them days to clear them cars.
Yeah,
So
they were all on the same path.
huh?
They were all on the same path.
Yeah. So it took days for them to clear those cars because they couldn't stop. You couldn't do nothing but slide into the next person, because when you're on black ice, all you doing, you hit on brakes, but you still going. So even then, even if you say, hey, it's freezing cold, I'm gonna walk it, you have a to-go bag, you can put it on your back, put your jacket, put your clothes on, and huff it, right? Or you're gonna have to stay in place. But while you staying in place, you need, like you said, some comforts, right? You may have in your to-go bag, you might have a blank, like a little throw or something to keep you warm. Because what if you didn't gas up before you got in that car and you done pop folks, and then you done pop people? Ain't no guarantee that your car even running. So for the heat. So it just you just want to stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Right.
Situation. So that's what was the question? Y'all getting stranded? Oh yeah, so that's a way of getting stranded. You basically cannot move. You stranded. Yeah.
And so that's what I was saying. 72 hours. Like it like I get it.
Be safe.
You want to get out of the situation fairly early, but 72 hours is an interesting number that they introduced, and you want to make it through that 72 hours comfortably.
Right. Exactly.
Comfortably. Like I get it. End of the world is coming probably after 72 hours. it's probably coming after that 72 hours. But like I hope that you see it coming, and that's what that 72 hours looks like.
I want to welcome Home Builders. Home Builders is in the building. I hope.
We haven't gotten there yet. Jerry was telling Indiana to be safe.
Yes, safe travels. Please be careful while you're driving.
Fatima said a bear is going to eat me, or I'm going to eat the bear. Just stay ready so you won't have to get ready. Facts. Right. Spoke to Home Builder. Fatima said you can also learn your environment, different kinds of animals. That's when Jerry said, that's when the people, I'm going to skip the people that's saying good night. TJ's in the house. I spoke to TJ as well.
TJ Destinations is in the building, y'all.
People need to be proactive instead of reactive. Facts. I talked about that in a live I did the other night. Look at it as preventive maintenance versus corrective maintenance, whether it's your house, your car, whatever. Cheryl said, I'm here still listening. Miss Cheryl, rather. Shani, hey, Shani.
Shani is in the building, y'all.
Hey, Shani, we was looking for you last live stream, matter of fact.
Where you be?
We have had people stranded in a snowstorm on the freeway. Happens every year. Either the tow truck or the National Guard picks you up to take you to the shelter. You have to call. You leave the car till plows get out to the vehicle. Shani said, I'm just joining in now. Love the title.
Thank you, Shani. Yeah. Okay.
I was in the garden. Probably was like, yeah, I think you were. That was the last episode, right? No, it was the last episode you had over here.
I can't even remember what the last episode was.
I can't either, man. We're doing so many. I don't remember what it was either.
All right, y'all. We about to end it because we like 2 hours in, and so Rod, did you have anything else? Okay, so since you don't have anything else,
Oh, I got some.
I was just,
Well, usually when you had a guest drop down, so I'm kind of
oh, wait a minute,
confused.
hold on. I mean, I know I'm saying no. We're gonna do our closing, but I was just saying.
No, man.
Okay,
Well, yeah, I do. I think it was a lot to be learned, and I think a lot was learned, and I think this sounds like it's an ongoing topic. And basically, what I got out of it is start somewhere preparing. Don't just look and say my idea of preparation is. Maybe look at some of these content creators. There's so many in the garden community, in the DIY community, in the farming community. If you don't know, you can't say there's nowhere to find the information because there's too many people that's in this live stream, that's on this panel, that know something about survivability, safety, preparedness, growing your own crops. It's so many people out here with talent. So just utilize our resources. That's all I have. And I don't mean store resources, human resources.
right. Well, Miss CC's Texas Garden. Do you want to tell people about your channel?
I sure do. Hey y'all, I am Cynthia from CC's Texas Garden. I'm in Zone 8B, 9A in Texas. I grow in-ground, in raised beds, in containers, and green stock. I also do hydroponics indoors. Come and check out my channel if you want to learn how to grow some things or watch a girl in the garden.
That's what's up.
I have a question. How you get 2 zones?
So how you get to
Thank you. I know. But the funny thing is I noticed different parts of the yard do, like one part, like if they have a little frost, one side do have more cold than the other. I don't know how that happens, but yeah.
But that was a good question, because I've been paying attention. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet time. Do you want to tell people about your channel or?
So
Okay.
yeah, no, I don't do that. I mean, thank you for having me up. All right. But my first time going live on a
We
on the
first.
screen.
This is up.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. Like I think I don't like anyway. Thank you. The topic, I think I like the topic. And so that's why I came up. And I want to make sure that I don't want to leave anybody out of just preparing, taking care of themselves, and then also offering that to other people. Well, just gardening, you'll will offer that to other people, I believe. Fishing, hunting, all these topics. I think once we get into that kind of stuff, we become a little more positive maybe than some of these things that I don't know, they get weird. So that's why I came up. But thank you.
All right. Well, we
Thank y'all
appreciate you
for
coming up,
coming.
and I think it is so great of you to prep for everybody. Cause I'm hello, I'm only prepping for me, but that is so sweet of you. But anyway, I'm gonna have. Oh, okay, CC done drop down. All
Hey,
right.
Sweet Time, thanks for coming up, man.
Yeah.
Seeing that this is your first live and you came up here, that says a lot. Because whether you have an avatar or not, a lot of people wouldn't have come up, and you had a lot of knowledge to drop. So
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been watching you guys, and I've seen you, and I imposter met met her at the at the like that wasn't me. Like that video, and I know I'm lying, but I'm still telling you the truth, right?
okay.
So yeah. So nah, thank you guys, and I appreciate you for having me up. And I think we're talking about some good stuff, right?
All right.
I think we're talking about some important stuff, and so that's why I came up. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Bye. All right. Oh, hold on. We got Okay, Tanya had a question. She said, "What did she?"
Is it the one about the ice that's on the screen?
I
That's
can't see that on the screen, but I can.
let me see here. I don't See another question. It may be up. I'm going up real
No,
quick.
it's the one on the screen. I'm saying I'm okay.
Yeah, okay, but you already knew about the ice though. So of course you prepare if you're determined to drive in untreated ice streets. That's not survival. That's not smart.
Oh yeah. What she mean? It's not smart to travel in ice and not have.
Yeah, like not be worrying about, I guess, survival. I'm reading it again. You already knew about the ice though. So of course you prepare if you're determined to drive in untreated ice streets. That's not survival. That's not smart.
Yeah.
Sonny said every single life tragedy has taught me what to prepare for. And I think if you can't see one, let me know, Keisha. We'll
Oh
let you.
yeah, you're good.
We,
So,
oh,
oh, I'm sorry. Now with Shawnee, I mean, she ain't lying. Like once, like the people in Texas, for instance, they never thought that they would be through, going through a ice storm, a snowstorm, and their pipes and stuff would be leaking, and they didn't have running water, and they weren't able to flush their toilets. They never thought that. So I bet you those people from Texas are prepared today. Matter of fact, they probably over prepared.
that's what I was going to say. I think living here, I think a lot of people they over prepare, but is there such thing that thing in Texas? It was more so, and a lot of people that didn't live here. It was a lot had to do with the power grid.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of it. It
Right.
because I don't think the storm we just had was too much different than the storm back in 21. It's
Mm-hmm.
just
They had to upgrade their power because the grid
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
set for everybody to run heat like that. They're used to running AC. And it takes way more power for heat than it does air. So the grid wasn't set up. Um, you know. Oh, did you read this one? Oh wait.
Uh, we've had L4 tornadoes, power outages, house fire, hospitalization, intensive care, evacuations, stay in place warnings, vehicle breakdowns. And that's what I was saying. A lot of that, everything there that's named, we talked about the tornadoes, we talked about power outages, we talked about medication with hospitals knowing your dosage, whether it's 80 milligrams, 100 milligrams, evacuations, we talked about that. Stay in place warnings, we did talk about sometimes it's better to stay still. Vehicle breakdowns, Keisha brought that up about having survival kits and first aid kits in the vehicle. So basically, what Shawnee did is pretty much summed up everything we talked about. What up, Tag? Caught some of the live.
In the building. What's going on, Ted?
Appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
TJ said, living in Southern Cal, we get earthquakes. I'm well prepared to last 60 days without power, gas, and water. And that's and a lot of people think California, and I lived there for 17, 18 years. They think it's the sunshine. A lot of stuff happened in California, man. And shout out to TJ for saying, hey, I'm 60 days prepared for pretty much everything.
I ain't even 60 days now. You doing good, TJ.
And I want to say,
thank God you made it home safely.
TJ, I expect nothing less from a Marine. TJ said that's right. So many people weren't. Yep, if they aren't now, they didn't learn a thing.
Right. Well, that concludes the chat, you guys. Man, I appreciate all you guys for coming out. Every last one of y'all, I really am appreciative.
Yeah, same here, man. It was a good. I always love coming over to Keisha's channel. I get to meet new people. And see some of the people I don't see unless I go into other chats. But to have the guests on the panel, CC and Mr. Sweet Time, that was cool. We always like to give different perspectives. Keisha and I facilitate the classroom. Speaking of which, before I forget, next Tuesday, 8:05 Central, it will be on my channel, Points Bank Experience. We do alternate each week. And we need to have as many people tapped in. And if people that can't, if you know people that can come in and give some positive input like we had tonight in every other classroom episode, please tell them about the show, tell them about the channels. And it's just a bunch of cool people here that have their opinions and we don't judge over here. So. And then a funny farm said we lose power all the time because we are the second to last house on the line. So if it goes down anywhere, we power. So we have a wood stove, a generator, battery, and gas lights, water source. Wow.
Where do you see that? Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, next to the last one. Why do people stay in high risk disaster areas? Just move.
There is a okay. Well, some people probably can't afford to move, but if you can afford to rebuild that many times, then maybe you could probably afford to move. But some people just, I guess they grew up there. They like it because I've often said, "Whoa, Florida got more stuff going on than a man on the moon." Like and I was like, I don't understand if you if one, I don't understand the Gators by itself. I'm not gonna stay there with all them darn alligators, boy. And not but anyway, they have what is it, tornadoes or
Hurricanes.
they
Hurricanes.
have hurricanes in Florida. And it's to the point where insurance companies are not even insuring them anymore. So, but some people just like that tropical climate. They like the beaches, and they like whatever Florida offers to them. And their jobs are there. Their family, they probably grew up there, so they probably just don't want to leave.
Some people don't know any different and they're afraid of change.
Right? I'm gonna
Like
speak.
for example, I'm in Texas. Texas is just a pit stop for me. I claim two places. I grew up in Arkansas. I spent most of my time in California. Texas is a pit stop. I came here because my brother lived here. I'm not. If I need to move, I'm not married to this place. I can leave and go anywhere. But I have to come back at that though. Tell you, is there a place where there are no natural disasters? Or she did say high risk, but there's tornadoes in these areas. There's earthquakes on the west coast, winter storms that can take your power on the east coast. You got hurricanes in Florida. You got tornadoes in the south. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know why they don't move. Wow. Look what Indiana Funny Farm said. Just like Katrina, a lot of people passed away because they couldn't afford to evacuate.
Where do you see that at? I don't even.
The
Oh,
last
okay. I don't know why my stuff is not popping up. Okay. Oh yeah.
that's and then if you can, I mean, let's say you have some money or emergency money, you may get somewhere and everything's packed because everybody's evacuating. You still don't have anywhere to go. So that's a great point in there on a funny farm. But
All right. Well, I am going to end with two quotes. Then I'm going to let Rod say whatever he needs to say. I've been talked about for saying quotes before, so I'm gonna make sure I word it exactly right. So, the hand that feeds you today might close the cupboard tomorrow, which means that you want to be prepared. You don't depend on other people, just depend on the person that you see in the mirror, right? That's basically what that quote is stating. Um, so what was the other one? Uh, that cat is acting a fool. You can go ahead with.
well, the only thing I'll end with is life changes and can change just like that. Your life can change in a split second. What you know, whether it's health, your home, your job, your income, life can change in a day. Your whole life can be turned upside down in a day. And I think TJ came in late, but he said it best, proactive instead of reactive. And it's easy to say that. I'm up here with Keisha facilitating the live, and it's easy to say, yeah, we need to get proactive. But then after this live is over, after Keisha shut it down, am I really going to be proactive, or was it nice to say for the moment? And I'm going to roll back to being reactive. That's, I think, right now, the only thing I'll say is take more action. We need to stand by what we say, mean what we say, and say what we mean. A lot of times, I know I'm guilty of it. It sounds good at the moment. Then when the moment's over, I forgot all about it. But this is something that's serious. And until I started working with Keisha and got, I knew Miss T from back in the day, then went over to Tampa because Miss T knew Tampa. But since I've been communicating with people in the garden community, it's really opened my eyes to bigger things that I overlooked for so many years. And now with the current state of this country, it is more important than ever. That's all I got to say. Much love to everyone. Thank y'all for coming by and supporting the classroom.
All right. I would like to say that GT Junior Groves is in the building. We're actually about to end it, and I'm going to end it with one more quote. All right. And the quote is what was it? Shoot, I lost it again. Okay, when your livelihood rests, when your livelihood rests in someone else's hand, so does your hardships. So, like I said,
I like that.
yeah, only depend on yourself. Make sure that you have enough water to last you for at least, I say, a week. They say 3 days, but I would say at least a week, y'all. And they say that you drink a gallon of, you're supposed to, I don't do that, but you're supposed to drink a gallon of water a day, right? So at least have 7 gallons of water, and you can get a bucket from the hardware store, and fill that up with water. Do something.
But I'm not trying to drag it out though, Keisha. So if you're in survival mode, they say you need a gallon, but you don't have to have that. And if you need to stretch it out, maybe drink a half a gallon, so you now have 14 days worth of water.
Yeah, but we ain't recommending that you drink a half gallon just for legal purposes. They say drink a gallon, but I don't personally drink a gallon, and I think I could survive off a half.
Okay, I got you.
So, yeah, don't get on here hollering about something. I was dehydrated because Rod and Keisha said I could live off a half a gallon. I bet you lying. So, yeah. Thank you, Queet. Okay, washing animal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do need water for flushing the toilet. She ain't lying about that. Actually, it take, if it's brown, you flush it down. If it's yellow, I suggest you let it mellow. But anyway, with that being said, you guys, we're going to end this live. I appreciate everybody. What you laughing about?
I love that. That was the quote of the night right there. Say it again. If it's brown, flush it down.
Flush it down. If it's yellow, you better let it mellow. Okay? Ain't nobody got no water for all that.
Hey, seriously, y'all, thanks. I learned a lot tonight. I appreciate everybody that came through.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Hey, yeah. I got the feeling we taking it all the way. I gotta get to the Hall of Fame. Been on the ground with a small delay. That's what it takes when you on your job. I'm working till everything fall in place. Like, nah, we not gonna fall today. Like, nah, we not gonna fall today. Like, oh, yeah, beanie up Scotty. We going up crazy, yeah, me and my posse. When it's time to get it, we body to body. Cause bodies get left when we leave the party. Don't get me started. Don't make me